So we got a 98 Subaru Forrester from my mother's late boyfriend's estate, finally. And I'm cleaning up the junk over here. We got some soil in the thing there. That's interesting. Ooh. And look at that. An old beehive. If it'll ever focus. Old ass beehive from ages ago. That's gotta be delicious. So interesting. So I'm over here underneath the driver's side seat, and there's a pretty noticeable hole in the floor here, but it does only go down to the floor, just down to the metal, and it seems solid from all the knocking around I'm doing. Doesn't feel any real leeway. It's up in here. Starting to have my second thoughts about it. Right in there, you can't really see it too well, but there is a hole, and this hole goes around the side here. And I got my finger behind the footrest here. It doesn't feel too nice. In fact, that feels like it's crumbling a little bit. Yeah, that's crumbling. So I'm thinking that this has to be pulled off, and this has to be bondoed or something around here, or reinforced, because it doesn't seem to go through to the wheel well. And that's where this ends up, is behind the wheel well. So it looks like this might be okay. It's just this entire thing has to be like injected with some sort of bondo or something. And I would also put a little bit of bondo there just to be safe, and then get to this entire area reupholstered, or at least put a new something over. There's definitely some wear here. There's definitely some wire bodging happening under here, but everything seems to work a-okay except for the the left speaker here does not work, and near there's the one in the back. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with the bodged wires up in here, if that's anything that needs to be taken a look at over there. Because the radio works fine otherwise. The right side works, except I don't know what the deal is with the back. Here's the cruise control, it looks like, and your headlights. I'm not going to play with those much. I don't know what the deal is there. It might be daytime running lights, I have no clue. And that is definitely for the security system, because if I push it, it blinks, and then if I push it again, it stops. So I'm wondering if that's what the deal is there. Got some rust happening here, so that just needs a little bit of touch up with some paint. Not much happening under the seats. The seats are heated. Those are the seat heaters. There is no sunroof. The headliner does need to be shampooed a little bit, though. I think we can manage that. The mirror is new. Some interesting issues that I'm seeing here. Oh yeah, and it does come with the owner's manual and all of the paperwork that was in here at the time of the owner's passing. So the one thing that I'm noticing here with this is that the CD player has a bit of a sad LCD there. Either that's from age or something bumping into it, but it seems that that's the worst of it. Everything else works fine. Clear on tape deck, looks like audio stuff. That should be fairly easy to replace. I've got a Sony Explode that I'm going to put in here with a tape deck. That way we can continue using the CD player as is. You don't really need the display for that, since that works otherwise, looks like. So I'm going to show you here. It turns on. That's off. Let's keep that on like that. There we go. The issue that I'm seeing here, though, is that the display on the radio is pretty much dead. It's seen better days. Now it's showing up properly, but... oh yeah, now it's working. But yeah, there you see. So, some proper stuff needs to happen there. But that properly shows up now. Interestingly enough. So now I know the way to fix that, I guess, is to push onto the display. I didn't know that before. This would have been the service date that would have had to have gone last for service. That is about a month after he passed away is when it was ready for its last oil change. So I'm guessing that the oil is pretty old. I don't know, it's probably going to need a new oil change. Mirror works. Whatever the frig that is works. Card. These were packed full of stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if anything is still left in these. I doubt it, though. That mirror comes down, that works. No lights. But it does have power locks. That's good. Power windows. Power mirrors. See? I'm not gonna play with those. Let's see if I can get under the hood. That's next. Turn the car off. Oh, there you are. Gotta remember that. Light on. Oh, light's not on, so light's either dead or it's on the off setting. Let's place this right here so I can safely open this up properly. And where's this? There we go. Now we just got this less than an hour ago, so I did have to drive this home with the current tags, the current license plate, and those do have to be surrendered to DMV ASAP. So we're waiting on the death certificate from the estate, and well, technically it has to be from the estate, but really we're getting it from his daughter because she has the paperwork for that. We're going to get a copy of it, and that's going to be it. Definitely some corrosion happening on the aluminum bits. It's been down the shore for about less than a year now, but that's probably why. This was nice and just regular color up until, again, this is a 98, so it is about, what, 16 years old? Fuji Heavy Industries. There's a VIN number. I'm going to cover that. There's all the interesting stuff you need to know about. I'll tell you this up. I think this is a 2.5, 2 point. This might be a 2.2 or a 2.5. It runs fine. There's some cleaning that needs to be done. I'm going to take a wire brush to some of this aluminum and clean it up and make sure that there's no obvious signs of holes or anything. But otherwise, it runs cool-ish. Definitely going to need to get the coolant flushed, though, because it's probably not been replaced in a year. The battery's brand new, less than a year old, despite the corrosion, wherever the hell you see the corrosion. Definitely has washer fluid, but it probably needs, it's got a little teeny tiny bit of coolant in the bottom there. You can see it moving around. That's it. So I've got to add coolant. That's easy, and I'll extend this and I'll put a bottle or something over here someplace. Put a small bottle so that it can feed back in properly, and so we can have a coolant thing. Probably going to be a small Gatorade bottle. That's what they do on the track, supposedly, so that they don't spill. From what I understand, that sort of a thing is a penalty if you spill on the track your coolant. Spider web. Hello, Mr. Spider. Yeah. Plugs and wires would most likely be the first thing to go and be done before anything else. That's going to be interesting because I need to find out where the hell the plugs and wires are on these things. I think it's right here and right here. From what I understand, this does not look like a inline 4. This looks like a V4 In fact, I think this is a V4. That's pretty interesting, actually. I never expected this to be a V4. This might be a V4. Is this a V4? Let me know. I don't know. I have no clue. So, we got another VIN number on the side there, on the thing over there. Vacuum hose diagram, catalyst converter stuff, certification information, blah blah blah, emissions. I think with the plugs and wires, I'm gonna have to change the. I don't see the PCV valve, but there's a PCV someplace in here. There has to be. There we go. Check that out. Cool. So let's start this up and see what the hell it does. I've already started it up once, so I know it'll start. But I want to do a start just for the sake of the video, I guess. See where the hell I put that key. Is this the key? That's not the key. Is this the key? Yes. Oh, this is the key. So let's go. I guess it didn't get on video, but we'll see. It runs. If anything, it runs. Looks like it needs a... From what it looks like, if the engine's moving, it looks like it might need a motor mount or two too. Maybe. Just, I have no clue. I really have no clue. I'm just taking a wild guess at this right now. Air filter definitely is going to need to get replaced. I think I need, ooh, some nice dry cracks there in the, that's going to be fun. That's probably okay. This one, same deal, dry cracks. I don't know if that's safe. Here's the main fuse and relay box. Go. Ah, and a puller tool. That's good. Very good. Those all look okay. I haven't taken that off yet, so I just took that off right now. Definitely gonna have to take a vacuum to this because there's. Oh my god. I have not seen this much vegetation. Not vegetation, but just seeds and what the hell do they call those things? Helicopter things, whatever the frick they call them. Supposedly AC works. Starter motor, which is up here, is brand new-ish. That got replaced 2 years ago, so that's not going to give issue. Windshield wiper heads are going to need to get probably a new powder coating. That one definitely, because that one's brand new peeling. That one definitely. That's probably going to be an easy thing though. We know somebody that sandblasts. But otherwise, it works. So this is just a video to show that we've gotten this. Hey, look, it's another plane. The plane, the plane. So. We got all this crap going. This is a video just to show it works, and we are going to be getting this on the road soon. Again, we have to surrender the current plates because I had to drive this home with the current plates uninsured. It's not registered, and we'll take care of that when the time comes. This thing is going to need some major work done. I already can smell it. It's going to be a few $100s at least. Again, we got it for $600, and we're hoping to not spend more than about $500 getting it going, and then another couple hundred getting it roadworthy as far as what you need for registration costs here in New Jersey. So, a couple other things that are going to need to happen here is that's going to need to get replaced. That's easy. This I could probably even just super glue back together and pop it in place, super glue it back together, and call it a day. Unless, is that water inside? Oh yeah, that's going to be an issue. So that's definitely going to have to be replaced like immediately, because now we've got a silk problem down in there too. Oh, that's fun. At least one of the brake lights don't work. The left tail light did have to get replaced because it got hit in the side about a week before he passed away. This is brand spanking new, and I guess this one got replaced at the same time, or maybe that's the original, I don't know. But I think you have to get them in pairs because for looks. It has a tow hitch because he had a boat. So this thing towed a boat for half its life. Doesn't smell bad. So I think that's it. Yeah, and it's all-wheel drive. So I would expect that engine to be like something along the lines of a V4 or something like that. He did have a dog, and the leather's not in entirely good condition, but that's nothing. A little bit of shampoo and some stuff, some proper care stuff won't fix. And for some strange reason, we got some sort of a pipe. We're wondering if that's what he ran cables through in his trunk, because he did have a ham license, an amateur radio license. So, and he was pretty much an instructor, so he gave tests here locally, someplace at one of the colleges or wherever around the state that he was needed. So that's it. Yeah, this is definitely going to need to be repainted as well, just for safety's sake. The radiator looks about brand new. It looks like it looks great actually. So we'll see what the deal is with that. LA type air conditioner. Security system. And we have to get a new security system remote, because they lost that with the other key. Whenever he passed away, they never got the key back. So that's going to be an issue, and it's good and on inspection until November of 2014. So that's a good sign too. Gives us a little bit of time and something or other. These are solid. Nothing's going on underneath. So that's it. It's okay. Ooh. That's gonna need to get replaced. This is probably easy to get replaced though. That's probably one of the easiest things. Probably just need some new rubber here and there. Otherwise, this just needs to get popped back out and we're all set. There's some stuff in the back, remnants of wires and stuff from when he had that, and you can see the Bronco. I've got to do something with this. I'm probably going to sell this. Anybody in New Jersey that wants a 1989 Ford Bronco 2 project car, let me know. I'll sell it to you real cheap, I guess. That's still working. That's it. Ooh, that sounds mean. Have a good one, folks.